Welcome back. We're going to continue going through the Paber Institute's video series on looking at your home and office life to see where can we improve and make adjustments that really help your body and prevent pain from creeping up, stress and anxiety from affecting and going into your body. Now, we've been talking about the desk situation. We've been looking at how we're seated in a chair, how we type, how we can use a laptop, all of those things. But if you're fortunate enough to have a standing desk, I want to address that as well because it's just as important. Now, ideally, we don't want to be sitting for more than 15 to 20 minutes at a time, and then ideally we get up, we can stand for a little bit, 15, 20 minutes, then sit back down. Now, if you have the opportunity where you can get an uplift desk like this one where it goes up and down, I really recommend it. If you have any type of standing desk, I want to go through what you should look at and where you should position the desk to really help your body. Now, in this situation, I've already adjusted the height, so it hits me right about belly button level. The reason I want that is because now, looking at my arm length, my upper arm length, if I have my shoulders resting down by my side, I'm not pulling them back, I'm just resting down by my side, and my elbows are relaxed, and there's a 90-degree here at my elbow, my forearms are straight, and they can rest on the keyboard. Now, I have this as a laptop, but it works just fine if I had a desktop keyboard here as well. I am fully rested in this position. As I stand here, I can type, I can pivot about my elbow and move, I can use a mouse, I can grab that, I can move it around, and I am in a good neutral position. The things I want to think about as well are, what are my feet doing? What is the position of my heels? Right now, as I'm standing here, I'm in a very relaxed position. My weight is on my heels and a little bit of my arch. I'm not forward on my ball of my foot. I'm not on my tippy toes. I'm not sticking my chest out. I'm not arching my back. My butt's not sticking way out far behind me. And I'm not in that very rigid posture we're often taught. I'm just in a relaxed, neutral posture. And I can sit here and I can type for a long period of time, even though I still recommend 15 to 20 minutes before you change positions. Now in this situation, I can sit, I can type. If I have my desktop monitor out, I can look straight ahead. If I have my laptop, I can look slightly down. Now again, still same principles apply. If we're using a laptop, I want to try to use my eye muscles to look down to do my work, and my head's just in a neutral position. And every few minutes, I'm going to look up, look away, look 20 feet away, look 5 feet away, just so my eyes can adjust. That helps not only my back, my neck, but it also helps my eye muscles so they don't become too ingrained in a fixed distance. We want our muscles constantly moving, adjusting, and shifting. Stationary positioning is not a good thing for long periods of time. Our health actually benefits, and there's flow of fluid in our body from our muscles working. So we want to keep them moving. But as I'm looking here and I'm working, it's a very comfortable position. Now let's say you aren't able to stand with both feet and both heels on the ground. Something that you can do, and I recommend, is if you have a little step stool, put it under 1 foot so that your one knee lifts up a little bit. And what that does is, if you're used to a really extreme curvature in your low back, just bringing up one knee, you can see that my low back starts to flatten. And as I can stand here and I can relax and let my low back relax into that position. After a few minutes, I can switch and put my other foot up, and I can alternate back and forth. It's a much better scenario than just cocking to one side and just standing on one hip sideways or standing on one hip sideways. I'm exaggerating to make a point, but we want to get away from where we just sit on our ligaments in our hip and our back to try to hold ourselves up, because when we start to lose the ability to use our leg and thigh muscles to hold us up. But if we can stay in a neutral position with our low back relaxed, weight towards the back, towards our heels, and a little bit on our arch, and then if you just lift up one heel to put it on a step stool or lift up the other, you can see my body weight shifts side to side, but it's not getting myself off kilter by standing on one hip or the other hip. So as you're looking at standing desks, if you have the opportunity to get one, I do recommend it. Look at it, make sure that it can meet kind of your belly button level. Then check, are your elbows, when they're resting at the sides, Does it allow your forearms to be in neutral? If that's the case, that would be a good setup for you. Now, some of you, it may not be the belly button level, depending on your arm length, depending on your torso length. But the thing that you're looking for is shoot for around the belly button level, then have your arms resting. See if your forearms are pretty much level. That's how you want to have them so that you can type. Shoulders are down, they're not scrunched up, the rib cage is not up, because again, if your rib cage, you start with your rib cage up and you try to check the desk level, it's not going to be the right level. You can see it now. I'm a couple inches higher just because I lifted my rib cage, sucked up my gut. So I want to start rib cage down, belly out, elbows down at my side. Okay, now I need to find the level of this desk. I hope that helps. If you have questions or if you want to send me a picture of your desk setup and I can give you more suggestions, just reach out to me, amy@paberinstitute.com. I'd love to hear from you. Also, we do one-on-one sessions. We can do a full setup for you and help you get yourself and your desk situation in the best possible light for your body. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week. Bye.